E3 2017 is in full swing now, and all the major players had huge announcements and an overall good show over the weekend. Guys, I'm Ravel, this is a Geek Out of Place. These are my favorite announcements from E3 2017. If you guys want a full recap of everything announced over the weekend, subscribe and stick around to the end of the video to find out more about that. But let's get into the list, guys. Skyrim on PlayStation VR. Now, we didn't get too much new from Bethesda, but we got a lot of Skyrim, and I'm not complaining. It is still one of my favorite games ever. We knew it was coming to the Switch, but during the Sony conference, they showed it running in PSVR. That alone makes me want the VR hardware. Metroid Prime 4. All Nintendo had to show for this was a title card. We don't have any date or story, but it is coming, and I'm okay with that. I remember Metroid Prime was awesome on the GameCube. It looked so cool. I hope that Nintendo actually brings a modern control scheme to this shooter, but still stick with that Nintendo charm they're known for. The Shadow of the Colossus remake for PS4. Guys, this looks beautiful. This game is completely rebuilt for the PS4, and not like the HD remaster we got on PS3 a few years ago. We already know this is a fantastic game, but now it's running on modern hardware. I can't wait for this one, guys. This one looks amazing. A Way Out. This co-op title is really interesting looking. It's one of the few high-profile original games we got announced. Now, this one does require a friend to play with either locally or online. But if it's good, it looks to be an awesome experience that you can share with a friend. Original Xbox games get backwards compatibility. Guys, this is awesome! There hasn't been an official list of games yet, but Crimson Skies was mentioned. I'd like to see the first two Halo games, also Mercenaries, and the original Splinter Cell trilogy. On top of that, all games that can be played over System Link will now be able to be played over all three console generations. So if you still have Halo 2 for the original Xbox, and you get the backwards compatibility, hypothetically, if you have the backwards compatibility on Xbox One, technically they can System Link play together. And that just takes me back to 2004, man. I can't wait for that. PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds is coming to console, with the Xbox One X first. I think we all kind of knew this was gonna happen, but I didn't think they'd announce it here at E3. I've been wanting this since Battlegrounds blew up on Twitch, because my PC just isn't good enough to run the game decently. Plus, it opens the game up to a much wider audience. Now, it isn't just going to be available for Xbox One. It will hit PS4 eventually, but Xbox One gets it first. I'm pumped. Metro Exodus was announced during the Xbox conference, and I'm really excited about this. This kind of came out of nowhere. There's really not much info on it yet. The gameplay was shown off using the Scorpio hardware before it was called the Xbox One X, and it looks as beautiful as post-apocalyptic Russia can look. I recently played through the first two Metro games, and I didn't realize how good they were. They're really solid stories based on books, so I hope this new one lives up to those older games. Anthem. Finally, we get to see some of BioWare's brand new IP. So Anthem is a shared world co-op experience like Destiny or The Division, and the sci-fi world they have built is beautiful. Not to mention the exploration, the Lancer exosuit abilities look awesome, the combat looks fluid and fun. That one has me excited, especially after the disappointment that was Mass Effect Andromeda. Beyond Good and Evil 2! I think everyone wanted this, but no one expected it. This game has been in development for 15 years, and Ubisoft finally announced that they are working on it. It's going to be a prequel to the first game, but with a brand new, more realistic art style and a much more mature take on the game. I'm excited to see that mature take. I do worry that because this game has been in the works for so long, it might be hard for new audience to jump on board. So I can see why they made it a prequel. Either way, guys, this is good all around. And finally, I mentioned it earlier, but the Xbox One S reveal. The most powerful console ever made. In development, it was called the Scorpio, and now we know that it's called the One X, and it's going to be priced at $499. I won't break down the specs here, but all of that power is jammed into a size even smaller than the Xbox One S. So kind of like the PS4 Pro was to the PS4, this is a mid-cycle upgrade while still keeping both consoles. I can't wait to get my hands on it, and we all can on November 7th. And like I said, guys, that was just scratching the surface out of all of the announcements these major companies gave us over the weekend. This Friday, guys, subscribe so you don't miss out on this. I am going to do one huge recap video breaking down everything we saw from EA, from Sony, from Nintendo, and everyone else. Not to mention how it'll impact us as gamers, when we can buy this stuff, all of that good stuff. If you don't want to miss that, subscribe and keep an eye out for A Geek Out of Place. What do you guys think? What was your favorite announcement from E3 this past year? Let me know in the comments. Give this video a like. I'm Ravel. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you all next time.